And yeah, I will not be playing the cow today. It is time to also change my profile picture. Let's see. Let me find some options of photos I can change my thing to. Should I make this my profile picture? I assume this was from 2002. I was, what, 9 years old? Yeah, this is me hustling the hustler. Okay, I'm finding some other photos as candidates. So this is a candidate. This is me with a bird. Credit to, oh, who took the photo? It was either Austin Fuller or Crystal Fuller. I met their pet bird. They're photographers based in the St. Louis area. I do a lot of the top level events here. And then I have another album. There's a photo that Dina Balankaya took of me. Let's see. Chess and clouds. If you look closely, you'll see a Stafford Gambit. Okay, so let's have chat decide on my new profile picture. Which photo to make as a new profile pic? Clouds, bird, hat, or trophy? Okay, so, okay, the poll is ongoing. Which photo will replace the cow? Chad is deciding my destiny. Wow. So it's a kind of close call between hat and clouds. Yeah, the hat one was taken 2004, maybe? I think I was rated around 1600 then. The clouds one was taken in Sochi in 2021. Took a ski lift up into the clouds. Played the Stafford Gambit. That's where I played the Stafford Gambit against Adiban. Wow, there's a 2-vote difference. Every vote counts. Bird and trophy falling behind. Clouds wins by 1 vote. Okay. This one will have to wait. At least this photo is a bit more recent. Like, I think it reflects who I am now. Okay. So the cow is gone. It'll be interesting to see how I do in today's Title Tuesday compared to last week. I have time for one warm-up game. So here we go. Hope the layout's okay. Warming up with not a Stafford Gambit, but a King's Gambit, Albin counter Gambit. Or Falkbeer counter Gambit. Yeah, the Albin counter Gambit is something else. Against the Queen's Gambit. Yeah, White's playing this well. Yeah, this is actually a dubious line for black. That's, I guess I'm stuck with now. Maybe Queen D6, hitting F4. '94 is interesting. After takes, I have bishop f5, so it's a pawn sacrifice. Trying to get some initiative. Like, sometimes white wants a castle queenside, but if white goes for castling here, I can take and then exploit the king. Okay, so bishop f5. And this is interesting too, knight c6. Or taking on c2. Let's try knight c6. It's a weird looking move, but the pawn's pinned to the queen. Yeah, so I'm down a pawn here. C5. It's also bishop g4. Bishop g4 first. Hitting the rook and unleashing the rook to hit f4. So the idea is to hit the queen. Interesting game so far. And time's about level. Doesn't look like white's going to save the pawn and the rook. Can I take... Yeah, so the pawn's now pinned to the mating square. Bishop c4 is off limits. Oh, that's a move. Kind of forgot about that. Actually, a very strong move. Have to play this. I guess I'm losing a pawn now. But maybe rook f2 is coming. I'm not exactly sure what's happening here. Time is still about level. And unlike Title of Tuesday, there's no increment, so yeah, there might be some dirty flagging. Bishop b3, probably g6 coming. Maybe this. Control e8, which is nice. Take. Objectively, I'm worse here, but that's a good move. I'm trying for counterplay. I'll try this. Yeah, it's important to fix the pawn on light square. Okay, I should be able to draw this. This is the difference between chess.com and Lichess. Like on Lichess, white could pre-move and not waste any time and probably deliver the mate. But yeah, it's just not enough time with at least 0.1 seconds being wasted every move. So Okay, that was one warm-up game. Okay, there's a few things to do. The first thing is to turn on the heart rate monitor, which I probably should have had for that last game. And then the second thing is I'll run the prediction. Is this? I think this is a go-to one. We'll do 10-minute poll or 10-minute prediction. So last week, I played the cow every game. I was worse from the opening pretty much every game, but I scored 6.5 out of 11. So that's hopefully the score I can at least reach or hopefully pass today. Let's start prediction and see how this goes. Okay, wow, Hikaru and Magnus. This is so stacked. Levan Aronian, 13th seed, and Fabiano, 15th seed. So stacked. Yeah, Hans is there. Faruja. I think everyone's here today. It'll be a fun day. Okay. Thank you, Shamat. So we're starting with a London. And it's so refreshing returning to my normal opening repertoire. Not having to play the cow. Now I can just be grateful that I don't have like a difficult position after 5 moves. Play knight f3. Debating what line to play here. Maybe I'll play something solid. Bishop d6. Play bishop d3. Yeah, no reason to take any like crazy risks. If I take, pretty sure taking is actually acceptable. I've studied this at some point before. And then 95. It definitely imbalances the position because now, yeah, black has a bishop pair. Probably bishop g3. We might get this weird structure with take. And the bishop always defends the pawn. The knight always attacks this pawn. Just castle here. Keep trading. I think queen e2 first. Keeping queens on the board. Want to play rook d1. Maybe the knight comes to d4 at some point. Yeah, where's the queen going? Queen c6, knight d4. So I defend. c5 might be coming. We could end up trading. Play rook d2 first. And the d file is the only open file, so makes sense to double up. Takes I would take with check. Maybe not getting much here, though. So we're trading off a lot of things. Get this. Oh, this could be a grind. And I want to play for a win. Doesn't really work. Rook d3 is a threat, so I have to take. Maybe eventually queen d4. I don't like the fact I have so many pawns on dark squares. It doesn't combine well with the bishops. Probably want to go for f3 at some point. And if takes, maybe it's okay. If I take here, there's bishop g5, which could be a problem. I think I have to take with other pawn. It's not pretty, though. I do have... Wow. Wow, what a move. So here, take there. Oh, I might be in trouble. Crazy, crazy move. Like b3 doesn't work. Try this. Not sure what's going on. I'm just losing. I can't even be that upset. I mean, my opponent found bishop a3. What to do? Trying to fight, but don't think it's going to help. Yeah, I don't even see any tricks. Go for this. My pawns are not strong enough. It's a great tactical puzzle, this position before bishop a3. Yeah, there's no stalemate tricks. Okay, I resign. Okay, that's a tough one to start with. I was hoping to like grind down my opponent in the endgame. I got the worst version of the endgame. I didn't take with this pawn because bishop g5. Threatening this, but also threatening f4. I think that, like, maybe queen d4 is a losing move for me. But maybe also it's like still unpleasant. What to do? Engine says queen d4 is best, but I have a feeling it's not seeing the depth. Now it finds bishop a3. Wait, but after this f4 take here. Ah, b3. Am I not losing the pawn because I have bishop e1? Okay, so I should have taken with e-pawn, allowed bishop g5, and then play f4. It still didn't look pleasant, but I guess it's a better way to hold. Maybe I should have played the cow. If I played the cow, this position would not have happened. Bishop d2. Yeah, bishop d2 is that's a good question. Takes. So here, if bishop d2 preventing bishop e1, I can take, and it's just a trade, and I have bishop f2 in the end. And then white's actually better here with these pawns. But yeah, kudos to my opponent, like bishop a3, recognizing that my bishop and king are not in position to catch the passee pawn. Like, just to show this, there's no way for white to prevent the pawn from promoting. We should do a dubious Gambit title Tuesday. Maybe next week. We'll see how this title Tuesday goes. This is like a normal title Tuesday. Playing my normal openings again. Retiring from the cow. But yeah, I do like the idea of doing like themed title Tuesdays. Okay, here we go. Playing Giantgoogachess. Opponent giving me some timeouts. Okay, playing the bishop d6 line. Yeah, h6 castle. Knight of 3. Ah, interesting. Is white prepared here? I usually have this position without a5, a3 included. The inclusion probably favors white, but it should be okay. Yeah, rook should come to c8. Bishop will probably return to d6. Maybe I should be looking to play d4 at some point. I imagine we'll see rook d1 though. And then maybe I play bishop e7, just break the pin. Yeah, usually these positions the pawn should be on a6. So white was probably smart to include a3. Oh, wow. I mean, I can take and take. I can also take in knight e5. Yeah, this looks really good for black. Knight e5. I hit the queen, bishop, and pawn. And now I take my time. Different options here. I like the idea of this. Because if king h1, queen h4. If king g2, I'd have rook e5. But yeah, just making sure this does the trick. There's king g2, but then queen g4. Yeah, so king g2, I check and play queen h3. The queen can't defend. Okay. Pretty smooth win. Okay, that game I'm happy I didn't play the cow. It was nice to play a normal opening. A win in 23 moves. Okay, so 1 out of 2. Not a perfect start, but it's a start. Not going 0 out of 11. It's nice to have a quick game too, so we can watch watch some players. Who to watch? Magnus finish? Not seeing Magnus here. Control F. Mag. We can watch Kamsky. Oh, Kamsky's in trouble. I played Kamsky last week. I played the cow against Kamsky. And it was an interesting game, actually. Okay, let's not look at the engine. We can just look at the position. Black is up a pawn. Well supported B pawn. Did Magnus rage quit? Sometimes like the names just don't show up on the list. But let's check. Magnus Carlsen. It looks like he... Oh, he's playing. Oops. Open the game in another tab. Wait, what just happened? Here we go. That's so weird. I clicked watch Magnus's game, but it still brought up the Kamsky game. Ah, here we go. Okay. It was like hiding within the tabs. So this is Magnus about to win, looks like. I'm not sure why he wasn't showing up on the list. The games are finishing. Kamsky has a big time advantage, though. Oh, the message at the top said that I logged off on one tab because I had the I guess server open on multiple tabs. I guess you can only be logged in on one at a time. Why don't you use right mouse button for dropping pieces? Actually, don't know what that means. Right clicking usually highlights squares or draws arrows. This position is getting spicy. Oh no, there's another bug. It shows the times are moving, but oh, that's so buggy today. Can I refresh? Wow. Well, that position changed a lot. Kamsky went from being down a pawn to up a pawn, completely winning king pawn ending. Okay, hopefully I don't encounter any bugs like during the games. So next round should be starting soon, it looks like. Yeah, but the game list isn't updating. What to do? I assume most of these games are done. Oh, this game's still going. Oh, these games are still going. Who to watch? Yeah, White's completely winning here. Watch this game. Ooh. So now Black's playing for a win. It's actually a tricky ending, except not after Bishop takes pawn. What was this move? Okay, some endgame blunders. Here white's pushing for a win, even after rook g5. Okay. Final game of the round. Okay, next game starting very soon now. I'll play knight f3. I failed with the lunge in the first game. Playing this like Pat Hikaru line, c4. b3. Have a semi-Slav of some sort. I think here I'll play d4 and just play standard. Yeah, b5. Just leaving the tension. So this is not a structure I play too often, especially in Title Tuesdays. c5 looks very tempting here. Starting with knight e2, I think is a little bit more flexible. Knight e5. Or knight g3. Take. Knight e5 sometimes runs into c5. Maybe now I play c5 and then knight e5. Because if black takes here, I take back, the knight moves, and I win the pawn. But maybe it's playable. What to do? Yeah, maybe this isn't so great for white. I want to play rook h4. It's a sad move to play. Bishop c2. So I'm probably losing e5 or c5. But life goes on. I probably have to play b4 now. And the good news is this bishop is stuck for a long time. Yeah, a3. Maybe e4. I just allowed this move. I'm treated it as a gambit. Actually, bishop f4, I take on g7. f4. some ideas of like f4, rook f1. And h5, queen h3. Maybe this first? No, then knight b2. My plan was queen h6, rook d3, but the hang c1. I guess I'll go for like queen f3. Hit f7. Depends where the black queen goes. Queen h6, queen f3. If queen g5, queen h3. F4 prospect. Allowing this and this. But d4 is hanging. Oh, black wanted me to take first to lose a rook, but f4 attacks the knight and blocks a queen. Kind of scary looking. Not simple. Ah. Okay, I want on time. Dog's going crazy. Roxy, what are you whining at? You want to come here? You want to say hi? Let's see if I can calm down the dog. I'll be right back. That was not a clean game. Oh dear. Okay. Roxy, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? I don't think I have the best layout for this, but Roxy. Okay, we have one more game until a break. So Roxy might join us for the next game. This is really not clean. I walked into a fork in this position. Oh, thank you, Shawarma. The cute dog bits. Maybe the Gambit time bits. Yeah, not sure how much assistance Roxy will offer me. She can be a good therapy dog, though, if I lose and want to rage. Okay, that was a pretty long game, so there's one more game going this round. Looks like black is on the way to win. Here we go. Oh, playing Sinqfield again. I played Sinqfield last week. I think. Pretty sure I played the cow against Sinqfield. A6. All right, let's play E4. I'll accept whatever gambit this is. C6. Didn't like Hikaru and Magnus go through a phase of like trying this? E6. What is this? Let's just follow opening principles. What an opening. Roxy, you want to see? Look at this opening, Roxy. It's so weird and probably bad. Let's see if we can punish it. Bishop G5. Provoked F6 now. Okay, we're controlling the center. C5 is a candidate move. Some idea to play knight A4, knight B6. I wonder if my opponent is doing some kind of like weird opening challenge, similar to what I did last week. Okay, bishop C4. So offering a queen trade. Yeah, so knight D7 is coming. Maybe rook D3, preparing knight D2. It looks interesting. There's an issue for black that this square is not accessible for the bishop. So we might see knight F8, yeah. Now knight A4. Invading the B6 square. Okay, if we trade, I can trade in king E2 and rook D1. Black is very close to being okay here, but there's still some nagging pressure. Like my rook is getting to open file before black's rook is getting there. I'm sharing a chair with Roxy now. It's a little bit uncomfortable, at least for me. And she's beginning to rest. Thank you, Lowreeds, with the prime. Knight C8. I don't really want to trade knights. Knight A8 is like a weird, funny looking option. Rook D1 looks acceptable too. Just get the pawn to B6. And then if we do trade, then it opens the C5 square for the bishop in some cases. And later maybe I push the A pawn, A4, A5, maybe sack. Some potential promotion tactics if I do get a pawn to B6. And there's a still kind of weird situation that the knight's tied down to the bishop. Start with this. So I'm threatening to take the knight, maybe? Maybe not. Then black can take with check. Knight d6. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm getting here. I have some small time advantage. Calculating king b8, knight e8 after the trade. The knight's pretty restricted. Maybe a4 now. I should not have allowed that. What is this endgame? There. I have to try this. Down a pawn now, but some comp. Oh, that's not good. There goes my whole advantage. Yeah, the final position's losing. What to do? I froze up there. I got the fork, but it wasn't enough. Maybe I should have... I should have not lost the pawn. I should have not allowed bishop f8. Okay, let me give some attention to the dog, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, I'm back. Gave Roxy a bone, so she shouldn't be interrupting things, at least in the next few games. That was a tough game. Oh, thank you, Alblandy plays. 20 months. Question about keeping the rook on d6. Yeah, I was trying to calculate the resulting ending. I thought I would have better chances to win if I sack the pawn and keep the rook. Because if I allow, let's say bishop d2 defending, and I allowed this position. Oh, I could have taken on b7. Yeah, I was more calculating this ending, which I think black is is already fine because I can't really target these pawns with the dark square bishop. But of course, if I take on b7, then yeah, there should be full compensation. Maybe it's still tricky though, because the only way for the knight to get out now is via c5, but maybe bishop e3. Yeah, it should be good for white. Oh yeah, so Roxy is my family's dog. I'm just dog sitting for about a couple weeks. So it's nice to have a guest keeping me company, therapy dog. Am I a cat person? I like cats, yeah. Never really. I mean, I guess my family had a pet cat when I was like 4 years old, but it's been a while. I've gone to cat cafes over the years. Let me find the break timer. I assume it should be ticking by now. Yeah, about 80 seconds until round 5. I'm 2 out of 4, so not a great start. Got upset this game. Welcome back, Pajacker. I'm also a duck person, yeah. I've never had a pet duck, though. At least a real-life duck. I have a lot of rubber ducks. Don't get a cat. My cat just destroyed my TV power cable when I was away for the weekend. Oh no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And with any pet, you have to be careful what you leave around. Sometimes animals confuse things for being toys. Or maybe some animals are just pure evil. What to do? Thank you, sight reader. Dogs are children, cats are roommates. A nice analogy. Okay, here we go. Round 5. Try and hopefully increase the quality and the focus. We have a Reti opening, maybe going into King's Indian attack. So knight g5 is a move. White can take back too. So I'm playing a line where, like, usually black will play c5 first. I play knight c6 first because there's some cases where I don't want d6 to be a weakness. And the plan here is queen c8 and rook d8. Get the rook to the open file. And then beyond that, there's plans of knight d7 to c5 to d3. Sometimes bishop a6 to control d3. So one weak square in white's position. I think I'll play a5 first. Welcome back, Leander Volvic. Happy 39. So yeah, I was threatening knight d3. Maybe now bishop a6. Yeah, tension's mounting here. I think I'll take and play queen e8. Preparing to bring the other rook to d8. Also blundering a pawn. Yeah, that was not part of the game plan. Oh dear, I have some fighting to do. b5? b5 looks so... Yeah, b5's probably really bad. But there's really not too many options here. I'm looking for the worst of all the evils. Or the least of all the evils. Really suffering the consequences. Take... And maybe... Yeah, maybe I'll go for this. There's one idea, like, if we do trade, I'll have a threat of bishop a4. But there's so many issues with, like, knight d6. Just try and weather the storm. Even this traps my rook. Almost traps a rook. So I'm calculating. Wow. Okay, so bishop a4. Do I take first? Maybe I can take first. Oh, but then rook takes. I mean, this is what I wanted. It's maybe still okay for white, but at least I'm maybe winning something. Actually, yeah, like when the queen moves, I take and then win the pawn. And then white doesn't even have a pawn for the exchange. Thank you, dot J4, the first time prime. Okay. That's an annoying move. I'd use queen d1 in the event of bishop e5. Oops. Just blundered a piece. Ah, that's not good. Oh, this is really bad. Taking knight c6. I have queen b7 though, maybe saves me. There's no stalemate tricks, unfortunately. There's almost a stalemate trick. A4 and then pray. If I had no more pawns left. Yeah, a lot of moves would stalemate me there, but not that one. Okay. I'm struggling here. Yeah, white actually had a lot of compensation. I mean, I completely missed my knight was attacked after queen a4. Because bishop e5 is another threat, so I'm wondering, like, even if I saw the two threats, was there any way to survive? Because I mean, I guess the logical move is to move the knight back, allow bishop e5, play this, but then knight d4. Yeah, maybe it's already a big problem. Which means around here, I have to be really, really careful. Was knight a4 possible? Move 18. Probably something I should have considered. I took a long time on that move. It's interesting. I guess it allows this, and then things get traded. And I'm probably already much worse after bishop takes e7. But knight a4 was the best move, which didn't cross my mind. b5 not too far behind. Yeah, so the top line here, 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 here. Locks down a pawn. But not losing. Do I return to the cow opening? Maybe I should mix things up a little bit. But sometimes mixing things up involves not necessarily changing openings, but changing pace or style. Yeah, we'll try and keep it instructional and at least standard openings. So let's check the lines here. Yeah, so black's a little bit better, but 96, preventing bishop b5. Yeah, it's the type of thing. Just need to focus more. Okay, next game. Hey, thank you, Sam. Sam with $50 hype chat. Appreciate that. That's really kind. Okay. Hopefully that will reduce the tilt a little bit. Let's focus here. Let's play a Sicilian. Gonna try and yeah, play something standard. We'll play a Accelerated Dragon. Fun opening for Blitz. Yeah, so bishop e2. This is like a classical variation. I'm pretty sure d5 is like the standard approach for the Accelerated Dragon. Normal dragon would be d6, which I could have transposed into. And there's an idea here, if takes, I play knight b4, and I delayed taking back. So I want to recapture with a knight. Thank you, I'm Fenny, the 4 months. Yeah, so I have 3 attackers now. I used to actually play this opening from the white side, like back when I was a kid, around the rating of 1600, around the age of 10 years old. And I used to hate the positions I would get from the white side, because a lot of things get traded, but then the bishop's targeted. This bishop is already applying pressure. Yeah, very happy to take. And now e5 looks nice. Although I could start with, actually debating here, start with e5 or queen b6. Maybe queen b6. Now e5. Okay, 2 bishops, better pawn structure, more activity, free pawn now. B7's hanging. Maybe just move back. Yeah, that way the rook can move to a better square. I think I'd like to go for like f5 and then e4. Because I have a 4-on-2 majority. Especially this bishop probably wants to centralize at some point. Yeah, rook d1. So if we trade, and trading actually looks fine. And then e4. Maybe b6 at some point. Okay, queen e8. A couple annoying threats. Bishop d5. Bishop d5. Yeah, so I'm allowing queen e8 and then king g7. Probably bishop f7 coming soon. The queen really wants to enter. Like the queen and knight are now attacked. Queen c8, maybe queen d2. A simple approach. Okay, here I can just take the queen. It's probably the responsible thing to do. And start pushing the pawns. Okay, gotta win. I'm 50%. So I've hit the 2600 mark. Still down a bit of rating. Find emote only mode. Okay. Big thank you again to Sam. Really appreciate the support. I'll try and stay strong for the rest of the tournament. That was round 6. Oh, goodbye to XI Sparks. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good evening too. Oh, I'm Fenny. Still implements a Ponziani. I like the spelling of the Ponziani. The Ponziani. Okay, so a few more games this round. Can watch Andrzej against Deak. Almost rook h1 working. Ooh, queen b2. Yeah, white should be winning here. Queen h1, last try. There's a funny situation that like f6 almost forces white to checkmate black. There'd be, I guess, a few other legal moves. But yeah, it's pretty rare where you can force your opponent to checkmate you. Can we get some Ponziani today? If I'm white next game, I'll play e4, and I'll see what happens. Thank you, Retorts, for the first time prime. Is there an opening you would recommend to someone who plays a lot of Ponziani? Maybe I would recommend the Ponziani. Although I guess if you play the Ponziani, you're playing e4, so you have to be prepared for other responses to e4 that aren't like the standard king's pawn. So I guess like if you're looking to develop an e4 repertoire, you have to be ready for Sicilian and French and Pirates and Caro-Kann, some other things. So against Sicilian, the most similar opening is Alapin or the c3 Sicilian. And maybe I'll play that repertoire. So I'll start with e4. We'll see what happens here. Okay. Maybe we'll get a Ponziani. Here we go. Your wish is my command. Or your wish is my opening choice. So queen a4 is like the trickiest move. It pins the knight, defends the pawn, threatens to take on e5. A lot of people don't know what to do against this move, even title players. And there's a few options. There's takes, there's bishop d7, there's f6, there's queen d6, there's knight f6. Taking is not the best move, because now black is under a lot of pressure. If queen d5, I'll take. If queen takes, I pin and win. And yeah, if pawn takes, then the structure is pretty bad for black. I'm developing with tempo. Rook e1 comes. And d3 to follow. Can I get away with d3? d3, take, take. Yeah, maybe white's only a little bit better. So I take, because if queen takes, I take and fork the king and rook. I'm expecting castling here. And now what to do? Bishop c2. Yeah, very open position. I still have to develop the queen side. Knight d2, bishop f4. Bishop g5 looks enticing. Maybe I'll play this. Basically want to play knight d2 next and just complete development. Okay, black's offering the queen trade. First impression is to leave the tension. Play knight d2. Because if takes, the rook is chased off the e-file. And the position for black becomes very delicate. There's a line takes, rook d8. Bishop c6, rook b8, take, and then checkmate on e8. Meanwhile, yeah, it's difficult to find a useful move for black. G6. Rook d1. And the bishop's pinned because the queen also attacks the rook through X-ray vision. Now I don't have queen e4. I could take and win c7 though. Yeah, keeping pace. Don't think it's great for black to take on a2. This is a nice tactical combination. Then take here. We're winning at least a pawn. Or we get this position. Okay, now it's a matter of endgame technique. Bishop e4, knight d5. I think I'll put the knight on e5. And I'll have two minor piece outposts. Just lock things down there. It blocks the two open files for the rook. Just have to watch out for stalemate tricks. It's looking okay. Okay. Okay, that was nice. Got the Ponziani win. Ponziani is scoring better than London for me in this tournament. So I'm on a plus score for the first time. 4 out of 7. There's 4 more games. Thank you, Baska. Thank you, Androseed. Appreciate the prime subs. Ooh, Hikaru versus Kamsky. Kamsky falls, so I'm only a point behind Kamsky. Maybe I can catch up to him and then get revenge for what he did to the cow last week. Okay. Couple of games. No more games? Okay. Round 7? No, round 8. Here we go. So we had the Queen's Gambit exchange variation a few games ago. So yeah, there's a trap here of castling. I take on h2. a3 and h3 are probably most common. Or bishop g3. Yeah, this is still some sort of prep. h4 coming. White should play h3. I think I can still play this. If knight f5, I play knight h5. Knight f5, knight h5, and then g6 is actually kind of a powerful threat. Or maybe queen g5 and then g6. So knight should go back here. And the plan is to start migrating the pieces to the king side. It's still all prep. And queen f6. G6 is also possible. Maybe g6. Also knight g5. Actually, this is interesting. I'm calculating f4 I take and then take on e3. And it's hard to defend h3 in that line. Because when white puts the rooks here and here, the intention is usually to either play f3 or sometimes f4. Now, how confident am I with the sack? YOLO? YOLO. There's a funny line, bishop f5. It's not happening, but I have this move now. I should take. Queen f6. It's queen d7 too. I think queen f6. Active move, threatening the pawn. Oh, fancy. Probably have to play this. Then 92. Could retreat all the way. Probably safer option. Yeah, I couldn't take because bishop h7. I lose a queen there. So white is probably doing okay. Has two pieces. I have a small time advantage. So I have rook and pawn, or rook and two pawns for two knights. Queen e6. Okay, let's go for this. Yeah, 95 could be annoying. Calculating takes 92 c5. Even c5 right away. Because now if takes, I can take here. The bishop's no longer defending the rook. Yeah, so that pawn's pinned. I hope I'm not blundering anything. I mean, takes. I think white just crumbled there. Yeah, so now I'm up a rook. Life is good. Hitting the knight. I can force a queen trade. Might as well. Anything better? I can check and win a pawn. Yeah, maybe I'll check and win the pawn first. And then later force a queen trade. But can I force a queen trade? Just taking. Okay. Plenty of time. Interesting game. The aggressive play worked out. That was round 8, so we have another break. Oh, thank you to the subs and resubs. Obese, Yvonne, Billy. Thanks, everyone. Okay, I wonder how dubious or non-dubious the sacrifice was. I mean, it's all prep basically through this position. Engine says it's close to equal, but yeah, it's enjoyable to play for black. And knight h3 is the way to go. Knight g3. Yeah, the engine prefers black. I was considering queen d7. It just seemed a little bit artificial. Yeah, but maybe it's annoying for white to defend. What if... rook f3 doesn't work, or... Yeah, it prevents these moves, because knight's tied down to h3. So I play queen f6. White was doing okay until missing rook e5. So this was a big blunder. And then this was a big blunder. And then life was good. Okay. Oh, Billy Mays says your YouTube videos are keeping me going during work. Nice. Oh yeah, I did see the Anna Crowlin clip. Yeah, it seemed like she approved of my last week's title Tuesday. If Paul Morphy was playing today, what title / elo would he be? I feel like there's been articles online discussing this, but he definitely wouldn't be like a top player in the world, at least with all the modern updates of engines and opening theory. How long is a break? It's right here. 5.5 minutes about. Hey, it's Anna Crowling in chat. What's up, Anna Crowling? Is Anna Crowling playing Title Tuesday too? Control F. Anna. Maybe just tuning in. So how many points did I have with the cow after 8 rounds? Oh, Anna's not playing. I will say I've I got off to a very slow start today, and I definitely got off to a quicker start with a cow opening last week. But let me check. So is this video? Fun fact. So the thumbnail for this video, I used Midjourney. I prompted Midjourney to generate a cow with like a clickbait meme face, and it came up with this image, which I think it did a pretty good job. So we just go into the thing, and then, so this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, round 8, I beat Rustemov. After 8 rounds, I had 5.5 out of 8 with the cow. So I was still doing a half point better with the cow. Also, I've lost rating today, so yeah, maybe it's time to return to the cow. Before the tournament, I updated my profile picture. I thought, yeah, over a week was enough to have that profile picture. But maybe I should return to it. The cow misses you. Yeah. I'm not sure if I can say the same thing about the cow, though. But there's still time. There's 3 more games. And Magnus doing so well. So I'm 2.5 points behind Magnus. 1.5 points behind Hikaru. 1 point behind Judah. Who am I tied with? Half point behind Jigalko. I'm tied with Levy. Maybe I'll play Levy. Actually, I could play Levy, because the rating difference is like kind of large enough. I could also play Amon. There's not really too many like super strong GMs with 5 points. So we'll see soon. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Levy. No, Levy's also been getting into spell chess. Did I burn Amon? Oh, I said there's no super strong GMs. I mean, I'm mainly referring to like super GMs like Magnus, Hikaru. I mean, as a grandmaster, Amon is like a strong chess player, especially when he plays his England Gambit. What to do? There's still time to kill. Do I share cow photos? Oh, this is a cow I saw in Switzerland. Like a pretty standard cow. This was in some like farming village. There were cows in the background too. Actually, a lot of cows in the background. I have not tried the cow opening in duck chess. Have you seen an Indian cow? I have not. I saw a cow in Senegal. This is a Senegalese cow, I think. Maybe a bull has the horns. Yeah, in Senegal, like I think they trade cows. It's like kind of a there's some monetary value to having a cow. Holy cow, yeah. Oh, okay. Not playing Levy. Playing this person. I'll play e4 again. Do we play another Ponziani? Ooh, Petrov. Let's play this. Bishop b4. I'm already out of opening theory. Embarrassed to say. And bishop c4? Reminiscent of like a Stafford, maybe, kind of. But the bishop took. Yeah, this will be more positional. It's like a reverse Berlin, kind of. I don't usually play the Berlin. Oh, there's this maneuver. I do not like how I've handled this opening. And maybe it's okay. Like maybe just knight f1. Knight h5 looks annoying, but I think after knight f1, it's salvageable. Yeah, so queen h4, there's queen f2. Yeah, I've weakened the king side enough where it makes sense to castle queen side. G3 at some point. Okay, going for knight g4. So g3, knight h5, and like queen g2. Bishop f2. Making progress. I like the position now. I didn't like the position earlier, but I feel like I've fixed things a bit. I'm pressuring the pawn. At b5, I hit the rook. I'm also preparing f5 because knight g5 is no longer possible. Knight g5 doesn't quite work. I guess I can take... Not the move I really want to play. Going for it. I'm calculating knight g5, we take everything, trade queens. That's not happening though. G5 take. Let's play this. Yeah, it's still looking good. So knight g5, take, 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 take. I have h6 in the end. It's a good move. Trying to open the file. Yeah, I'm not better here. I think it's going to be a draw. I hung a pawn. Black didn't take it. Okay. Chess is a draw. Not thrilled. What to do? I didn't quite get in g5. Black found some, useful improving moves. I couldn't really play bishop d5 without allowing this. I feel like I was too slow to play g5 too. Maybe there is some way to make it work. So I have 5.5 out of 9. So this is the same score I had last week. Only playing the cow opening. Yeah, g5. I guess it makes sense to open the g file. And this way we avoid the queen trade. So takes, takes. But then what do I follow up with? Because bishop d5 here... Yeah, it would require calculating some weird sacrifice. As this is very hard to judge. Even this. Maybe this was findable though, because yeah, g7 is so weak. Bishop f7 after rook d8. Then king takes. Not sure if it works. Yeah, because the queen looks overworked, but the king also helps defend. Okay. So 2 more games. Okay. So we are back to emo only. Here we go. Playing e4 again. Oh, playing Grandmaster. Wow. So I was right on the cutoff then. Okay, Ponziani against Grandmaster Laclede. Not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. So queen d6 is a move. To remember the order here, I'm pretty sure I played d4. Definitely a sharper line of Ponziani. Do this first. A lot of central tension. I think it's easy for either side to go wrong here. And this is not a position I've studied specifically, I don't think. And d4 was just based off vague memory. I mean, we're both ready to castle maybe soon, although it's risky for black to castle with a7 as a target. I take first. Yeah, treating this as some gambit, actually. Just not taking back the pawn right away. So I value the e-file. Okay, now I probably take back. Yeah, preparing this. Knight c3 and rook e1 are coming with tempo. Knight c3, d5 can also come very quickly. Queen h5 does pressure h2, but it should be okay. I'm wondering if I play d5 here. Sack. Like take rook e1. Okay. So king's tied down to defending the knight. Rook d8, maybe knight e4. Threatening to take and queen e4. I like the position now. Not even down a pawn. If I can remove the bishop, then yeah, the knight's a target. Bishop h6 is a crazy idea. Does it work? Probably not. Let's just take. Targeting d6 now. Yeah, this pin is so lethal. Rook d1 coming, bishop d6 coming. Time is good. Wants to play knight d3. Yeah, knight d3 I just take. Just take and take and take. Ah, knight e6 is coming though. That's not over. I need to take here first. Okay, so now I just want to consolidate. Rook e4 probably coming soon. Knight d2. Oh no. What have I done? Please get forts. I can't believe this. Oh, it's so sad. I should have played the cow. What to do? It's so sad. Okay, one more game. Oh, there's a lot riding on this next game. Because if I don't win, then I'll have done better with a cow compared to just normal openings. Had such a good position there too. Let too many things slip. Okay. No time for tilting. Happened to emote only mode. Okay. Let's play this. Okay, so reverse London. And Queen B8. Yeah, one thing I'm realizing when I played the cow, like there's no pressure. Just could play more freely. All the pressure is on my opponent. When I play real openings, I feel like there's more pressure. Okay, I go for the crazy attack. Like rook g8. Opponent wants to play bishop a3, it looks like. And I'll play bishop c7. Yeah, I mean, this is a very risky way of playing. The tilt is kind of affecting my moves. I really want to sacrifice now. There. Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit committed to attacking, but it's not easy. So 84. There's a line like f4, I can play bishop h2. Small trick. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, my bishop's getting trapped. I mean, there's c5, maybe? No. I think I just take and play g5 and pray. Okay. Going for it. And then bishop h2. At least one idea. So I'm threatening to play this and then take. Yeah, white defends. So let's play this. So I'm down a piece. Down a bit of time. King's still in the center. But if I've learned anything from the cow is you have to be grateful for what you have. It's always possible to try and untangle difficult positions. h5, g4. I'll start with this. And now there's no pressure because black is expected to lose here. So maybe I can play a bit more freely. Pressure's on white. Like bishop b2, c5. Go for the push. I still have casting rights. I think I do. I have casting rights. It's a scary move. Wow. Really? I'm down a full rook. Oh, that's not good. That's pretty bad. I don't think we're going to see a miracle here. Unless we do. Never know. Ah. Okay. Not the best tournament for me. Maybe I should change my profile picture back to the cow. What to do? Got a difficult position there from early on. Rook g8 was it was a tilt inspired move. Anyway, good job to people predicting correctly. Let's see how many people predicted 5.5. 8 people get rewarded. It is 50%. I mean, but based on the games, it's definitely not my proudest performance. Still had fun though. Had some good games. Hope people were entertained, learned a thing or two.